welcome back to a new episode of Canto Be Like, a Cantonese and English bilingual podcast helping you to learn Cantonese and Hong Kong culture. I'm your host, Venus. Thanks for tuning in to another free episode of Canto Be Like. Before we start, I would like to point your attention to our paid premium content, Hong Kong Dispatch, where you can subscribe via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or if you are on other podcast platform, you can subscribe via Buzzsprout. In Hong Kong Dispatch, we will go even deeper into exploring the culture of Hong Kong and the language of Cantonese, and there will be extra bonus episodes for you to listen to every month. So if that sounds right up your alley, do hit the subscribe button for $6 per month. And did I mention you will also get the full archive of Hong Kong Dispatch once you subscribe? So don't look further if you want to hone your Cantonese skills and get to know Hong Kong culture even better. It's only for the price of a boba. It's been so long since I last talked with you guys. And also, I apologize in advance that my nose sounds so bad today because I'm recovering from a cold. Like, I'm actually not recovering. I'm still quite ill. And I'm actually going on holiday tomorrow. And yeah, it's like crazy. But yeah, I miss you guys so much. And the past 1.5 months been crazy on my side. And I don't have time to record. And I really miss it. Like, I feel so rusty. Like, today I look at my equipment, it's like they have a thin layer of dust on them, and that's how long I haven't touched everything. So yeah, how are you guys doing? And I hope you're doing well. And today's episode, it's more of my way of saying Happy New Year to you guys, because Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year is just around the corner. It's like happening actually right now, because we are on it's today 年廿九 or 年廿八, but 年初一 is on, like, the first day of the Lunar New Year is just on Tuesday, and Tuesday to Thursday are public holiday in Hong Kong. So I do want to wish you guys a Happy New Year via my podcast. So that's why I must do an episode this week. That's why, yeah. And yeah, so today will be mainly me talking about New Year, or maybe give you some pointer into older episode as to because there are a lot of like good content in the previous episode and seasons that I think I should bring up so that you guys can navigate back to those content. Some people have gotten in touch and asked me to do new content on certain topics, but similar stuff has been done before, and of course I will get to those requests in the future, but I do want to point that there are some already available resources in Canto Be Like that you can go back to, and this episode I want to spend a bit of time to point you back to those content because I think they are great for you to learn about Hong Kong culture and Cantonese. So yeah, so this episode is mainly about Chinese New Year and some housekeeping on the podcast, and also maybe just me giving an update of my life. So I think I will use more English this time, or I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Happy New Year, guys. So in Cantonese we say 新年快樂, and there are some phrases you will say to people when you're going around having dinner and wishing each other a happy Lunar New Year. So usually people say 恭喜發財, which literally translate to I wish you luck and wealth this year, and this is like a generic one. And usually for older ladies, I tell them 青春常駐, 青春常駐. So 青春 is youth, and then 常駐 is like it stays. So it's like saying stay youthful, stay pretty. And my aunt loves it. Like when I say to her, she's like, oh, so nice. For older folks, like elderly people, I usually say 身體健康, and this is like everyone wish themselves like a healthy life and like healthy body, so 身體健康. And also for little children, we say 快高長大. So 快高長大 is like grow up quick and like get taller, or maybe 學業進步, so do well in school. So there are a lot of 祝賀語. 祝賀語 means the phrases to wish people well. So yeah. So that's one thing for Chinese New Year. And another thing I think you must know is the red packet. So people go around, give each other's money, especially the married couple will give out money, red packet for younger people, and parents give it to children, and then older relatives give it to younger ones. So I think this one is quite well known. Like in Chinese New Year, you get money in a red packet. And also a lot of feasts, like you go have dinner with your family, with your relatives, depending on the importance of these people. So usually 年初一 is for family, so you stay with your nuclear family, your parents, your grandparents, and etc. And maybe 年初二 is for like wider family, your cousins, your aunt and uncles, and then 年初三 is for like close friends and etc. etc. So a lot of people love to be very busy during New Year and have a lot of feasts and like meet people and stuff, because yeah, it's a tradition, it's a tradition, 一個傳統啦. However, in recent year, a lot of people like myself this year, we actually go on holiday during Chinese New Year. The reason for that is because 年初一二三, so the first day, the second day, and the third day of New Year are public holiday. 即係年初一二三係公假嚟嘅. Public holiday is 公假. And sometimes we call them 紅日 because on the calendar it will be marked as red for the days that are public holidays. So this year, me and my mom, we are going to Vietnam from 年30 to 年29 年30 this year. So the day before the first day of Chinese New Year to 年初六七啦, about the 6th or 7th day of Chinese New Year. So we will be away for a week. And sad for my dad, he will be home alone because he couldn't get days off. So it's just me and my mom going to Vietnam. And yeah, like recent year, like the tradition really has gotten lax. So a lot of people, they would rather go on holiday, or maybe they have like a smaller celebration and spend more time with the nuclear family and stuff, like with friends and like extended family. So I think I've observed a trend, especially in the newer generation, like younger generation, like people prefer to use it as a time to recharge and stuff, going around and celebrating. And another thing that is like a tradition is called 年宵花市, 行花市. So the most famous, the biggest one is at Victoria Park. So 維園年宵市場. So there will be a lot of people like hawkers having different stalls selling different things like Chinese New Year merchandise, like Chinese New Year food, Chinese New Year related stuff like, I don't know, walnut, tea, even like 年糕, 蘿蔔糕, like all sorts of like things related to Chinese New Year. And people will go to these markets to have fun and experience the atmosphere till like midnight. So I usually go with my parents when I was a kid, and sometimes now I go with my friends, and it's quite nice. I love it. Oh, and I forgot to mention they also sell flowers. So different flowers symbolize different things. So if it's like gamgasu is like tangerine, it's for money, and if it's cherry blossom is for marriage or maybe love. So yeah, there are different stuff you can buy to wish for better luck in that domain or area. And speaking of wishing good luck, a lot of people go to temple to worship the Taoist god. So the most famous one is Wang Dai Xin Ji. So Wang Dai Xin Ji is like famous for Yao Kao Bi Ying. So if you ask, Wang Dai Xin will give is the gist. So you go Shang Hang. So it's like Shang Hang is like give Wang Dai Xin the incense. So you're like worshipping. And then another thing is like Kao Tim. So Kao Tim is like you have a Tim Tong, right? Tim is like I don't know how I should put it. It's like it will tell you something about your future on the team. And when you Kao Tim, you are just picking one team, and then you have a question. So maybe it's like, will I have a better job next year? And then you shake the team tong, so it's like a bottle with a lot of team, and then the team that comes out will tell you the result of your wish. So that's Kao Tim. And a famous temple is Wang Dai Xin Ji. And another one is Manmou Miu on Hollywood Road in Shenzhen. So this one is Mancheng Dai and Guan Dai. So they are basically the patron saint, patron god for studying and career. So if you're thinking of asking about those stuff, people usually go to Manmou Miu in Shenzhen. And another one is Taegong Miu in Shatin. And Taegong is very famous because it's very accurate. The response is very accurate according to people who've gone. So yeah. And after you Kao, you need to return. What I mean by that is you go in maybe near New Year to ask for what you want. And after you have it later in the year, you need to buy some stuff, maybe chashu or maybe like food or maybe like nice stuff, and then go back to the temple to return your wish. So you ask for a wish, and then later in the year, you go back to return your wish. So that's like the temple worshipping tradition during Chinese New Year. Like the thing I told you about is like the modern city life kind of Chinese New Year tradition, but in places in rural China or maybe other places in Asia that celebrate Lunar New Year and not in a city, people would do things like Feng Pao Jiang, so it's like the firecracker, and like they also have the firework and stuff like that. We also have firework in Hong Kong, but it's like organized by the government. But in rural China, like they would just buy like a tou pao, very like individual firework, and then have it in the backyard. And also there are a lot of noises and stuff, like very yit now, very like buzzing, that kind. The reason for that is because we actually have a legend, we have a folklore. So in near Chinese New Year, near Lunar New Year, there will be a monster, and we call it Nin Sao because it turns up during Chinese New Year. Nin Sao, and it's a monster. So they will come. So it lives in the mountain, but when it's around Lunar New Year, it will come to the villages and destroy stuff. But it's like scared of red stuff, and it's scared of light, and it's scared of loudness, like noises. So it doesn't like noises, it doesn't like red, it doesn't like fire, it doesn't like orderly environment. That's why every time near Chinese New Year, people will do like housekeeping, so getting everything out and make things like a bit like not so orderly. And then we will have like 春联, it's like the red banners on the door, and then we'll have like firecrackers, firework, and then with like red lanterns, and a lot of people will be like cooking a lot and a lot of noises and like a lot of gatherings to scare away the monster basically. And when the monster is defeated, like people will knock on the gongs, and then they have like even louder noises and then wishing each other good luck. And apparently the monster is defeated, but the tradition stayed. So that's why that's where the tradition came from basically. And this is a story I heard when I was in primary school, and every year we would do something like that and have like a little play, and one kid will be like the 年兽, the monster, and then the rest of us would be like the villager trying to scare it away. So we used to do that in primary school. But it's so crazy, like I forgot about this story. You know, when you get older, you forget the childhood story you heard in school or from your parents. So yeah, it's nice for me to recap. And I also found a little animation for you to look at, so maybe you can look at the animation and learn some Chinese words. And as to housekeeping, so during Chinese New Year, we do wish each other like a happy new year, and on top of that they will be like, oh, 新一年有咩新氣象，有咩新願望. So it's basically asking you New Year's resolution. And for me, I think I've shared with you guys, I made a vision board, and actually some of the things I manifested is coming true. Like I do have some new updates about my life, which I might tell you later. And if you want to know exactly what my New Year's resolution is and learn to say some phrases about New Year's resolution, you can go back to the previous episode actually, which is on New Year's resolution. And yeah, and also Christmas in Hong Kong, which is the episode before that one. So it's also about how it's like in Hong Kong during a festival, which I think will be quite it will be a nice add-on to this episode, because I do think Chinese New Year is like a Chinese Christmas, so to speak, because it's our biggest festival or holiday in a year. And those two are quite recent, and I think they're good because I talk way more in Cantonese compared to this episode, because I think, yeah, those two are good. And before those episodes, I've been on a spree to talk about pop culture in Hong Kong, especially in the 90s and in the early 2000s. So I've introduced some of my favorite actresses, actors, singers to you, and the resources and movies that I think you can use to learn Cantonese. So those are some episodes I have covered. And before that, actually, another reason why I've been so busy is because my grandma got into the hospital again. And if you are in similar situation, or if you want to learn more about healthcare and hospital and stuff in Hong Kong, I do have an episode called Family is Hospitalized in Hong Kong that I talked about the prices, like the treatment and the processes of getting medical help in Hong Kong, so you can listen to that episode as well. And on top of my list, because it's Chinese New Year, right? So you might want to talk to your grandparents or family. I do have 2 episodes, which are called I Want to Talk to My Cantonese Grandparents, and this one is free. and a paid content, a premium content called Shall We Talk Family Edition. So these two could help for you to start a deeper conversation with your elderly relatives. So the aforementioned episodes are all in season 2. So season 2 is more like freestyle and like more like it follows a more loosely based structure. But in season 1, I actually did like a more syllabus kind of Cantonese teaching content about like transportation, living in Hong Kong, like different aspects of like surviving and living in Hong Kong. And I remember some of you asked me if I could do an episode on how to order in Hong Kong, but that's actually available already. Like some of the similar content is available already in season 1, mainly eating out in Hong Kong. Like I have chit chat, listening, and phrases, so you can learn a bit of how to order in Hong Kong. And yeah, so season 1s are more like vocab heavy. It's not just me talking in Cantonese and give some English explanation. It's actually I have a whole vocab guide and like explaining stuff, so you can go back and check out season 1, and season 1 are all free, so it's great resources to get started and learn the basics of Cantonese. And yeah, like for more specific content, do let me know via Instagram or maybe fan mail of Buzzsprout or like YouTube comment, and I will try my best to accommodate. But right now, I think I've covered quite a lot. So do give my archive and like my content page a look so that you can find something that can already help you before, because it takes time for me to record and produce new content. So if you don't want to wait and get started, I recommend looking at the older content first to see if some things could be useful. So yeah, that's the recommendation. So yeah, that's that. So thank you for tuning in to a new episode, and I appreciate your support, and I wish you a Happy New Year and a lot of luck. So 恭喜發財，身體健康，出入平安，事業進步，步步高升，青春常駐. So whichever works. So yeah, I hope you all the best. And if you like the content, do subscribe, follow, share, and like, so that more people will be able to discover Canto Be Like. And if you want more and want to support the production, do subscribe to our premium content for $6 a month. And yeah, that's all from me today. So thanks for all the love and support. I wish you well. Stay safe. Take care. Bye bye.